Has soccer lost its flair? What happened to Ronaldinho's, these flashy, nice wingers, these creative, technical midfielders, these tough, gritty center backs who are shooting the ball from 40 yards out and scoring screamers? Or what happened to all of these outside mids who are cutting in on their left and right foot and scoring bangers left and right? Has soccer become a little too systemic? What's to blame? Is it Pep and his system? Is it the systemic football? Is it the push into a more defensive football? What is the problem with the flair in the game today? Why does the game today not have as much flair as we remember? A way that I personally have described this to so many different people is that has swag in sports gone away? You know, like the swagger, right? So the player who comes onto the field like, 30 minutes before, puts on their boots, is casual, they're posted, they're chilling, they're not even stressed. They're ready to go on the field like JJ Okocha, Ronaldinho, these creative, flary players that are going to go on the field and wreak havoc on the other team. But nowadays, it's very systemic. Even the craftiest wingers, the ones like you see nowadays of Mitoma, Doku, Salah, these different players who, again, these high-level wingers, are playing the game in a more systemic way. There's a beauty behind the madness. There's less moments of brilliance, less moments of super creative moments. And is it hurting the game? Do we kind of feel it? Me personally, I miss seeing people shoot from 40 yards out, even though it was unrealistic. But now you rarely see that. You rarely see people scoring these crazy bangers. I remember, Barclays Premier League, right? Like the early OG Prem, you're seeing people shooting from anywhere. The types of goals people were scoring were crazy. You'd see people like Adel Taarabt. Dude, this man was dribbling through left and right, up and down left, doing all these different skill moves. Now, everyone's like, you do a skill move, you're not playing. You're not even going to get a look from scouts because they don't want that kind of player. They want the player that gets the job done. It's become so scientific. Tactics are such a high focus now in the game. And has this taken away from the creativity and the flair? Nowadays, dribbling is not the main focus. Having 5-star skills is not the main focus. Because again, if you want to have 5-star skills, go be a street footballer, right? Go be a freestyler. But don't bring that here to the game. Do the right thing. Pass the right pass. Be in the right pocket at all times. It's all about the fitness and the athleticism. An ex-pro Michael Owen was talking about this and saying that back then you had to be a bit more technical to make it in the game. And honestly, how many people have we seen recently do a Dennis Bergkamp kind of touch to beat a defender? We really don't see that as much anymore. Even when we look at Brazil and how they were basically running the game for so long and winning World Cups because of their flair, their creativity. But now we're noticing that a lot of these players aren't really playing this way anymore. A lot of these Brazilian players are playing very systemic. Brazil hasn't been as good as they used to be. Maybe because the rest of the world caught up. But again, their flair and their creativity is really what got them to succeed. Personally, one of the last players I see that kind of had this flair and this style and this swagger, but look at how much Neymar gets hated in the media, how often he gets injured. And that may be a credit to his play style, like people don't want to get injured anymore to be really flary, do these kind of disrespectful moves in the game. But he was honestly one of the last players that I personally remember watching that was an absolute baller. That was doing skill moves that you were not seeing anyone else do. And to me, I kind of miss seeing that in the game, to have fun with it. But now if you're trying to have fun with it, to people now, to the coach, the managers, they want to play the system. They want to play the system. Please play the system. Only do this. And I remember watching a video about this article showing like the graphs of where players are in a form, right? And all the different lines and passes and where they were. And Man City's literally looked like you couldn't have drawn it better. They play so systemic. And it is beautiful football at times, the way they can break down a team. But now, because of it in possession-based soccer, teams are now sitting in low blocks, right? They're playing the Atletico Madrid style of playing with Diego Simeone. They're playing this low block way where every player behind the ball, fitness, be able to be all defending, all attacking, moving together. And then even when we see the 4 center back thing, it changes into when the right back of the 4 center back stops in the midfield. We see Trent doing it. We see Stones doing it. We even see the likes of Zinchenko doing it. And we see these different types of players doing it because now it's a new meta. It's a new form of play. But again, it's more defensive based. The game is becoming way more defensive than it's attacking. And nowadays we're losing that creativity, losing the flair. And me personally, I'm even noticing it in other sports where like that swagger, that grit, that grind is kind of going away. How many AIs do you see in basketball anymore? You don't see it as much anymore, right? And me personally, to me, that's what made sports so fun. Now you can't even really be yourself because you'll get a yellow card. Like what? You get a flagrant if you do certain thing or if you celebrate a little too much. It's a penalty. How is that fun? Sports are supposed to be fun, enjoyable, exciting. You're supposed to have fun when you watch it and when you play it. But now it's becoming such a systemic game. Me personally, I don't mind it because I like seeing the evolution of the game. But hey, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I don't miss seeing people shoot long shots from 40 yards out. I always remember the 2010 World Cup where the guy from Netherlands blasts the ball with his left foot from literally no type angle, hits T90, Pete slice in. But how often is it happening nowadays in today's game? In the top leagues or in the World Cup even? It's not. People are rarely scoring these types of beautiful goals. It's very systemic and very defensive based. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are there going to be players who come up who are going to be super flary, super skillful, or they just not get the chance and the shine because of how the scouting system is looking for the right players? And again, personally, as a fan of the game and a personal player who loves playing the game as well, I'm kind of noticing that the system is ruining a little bit of the fun. It is running a little bit of the flair. And I'm waiting for the next player to come up and change the status quo and be real flary, real exciting, and make us all smile when we watch the screen again. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys, again, supporting, liking, comment, sharing. Let me know what you guys think. And if there are players that maybe I'm sleeping on that I don't know that are kind of bringing it back already and being really creative, let me know because I really want to know what you guys think as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think as well. And again, stay flary, stay creative. And hey, if you're a player, you're a baller, keep bowling out, be yourself, and really allow your personality to shine on the court or on the field. See you later.